Greetings, this is Reporter TV and I'm Natsana Buzalem with the news. In a sharp contrast to the government's narrative over the humanitarian crisis in Tigray, the Norwegian Refugee Council NRC warned that thousands of people, including children, are facing hunger in the conflict-stricken region. In a statement sent to the reporter, the NRC explained that emaciated children and pregnant women are among the 37,000 displaced people who have arrived at Shiraro, northwestern Tigray, over the last few weeks. While the figure had increased to 45,000 until last week with a daily arrival of 1,500 internally displaced people, all require urgent food assistance and medical attention. Secretary General of the NRC, Jan Egeland, warned that the situation in Shiraro is beyond dire. He said despite families arriving every day, no aid has been delivered for weeks. Food, water and medicine are running out fast. People could die unless they get humanitarian aid now. The report stands in contrast with the federal government's report that the humanitarian situation in the region is improving due to the unbounded access to aid organizations, deliveries of food items and medical supplies, in partnership with various humanitarian organizations, as Jonas Abi reports. The newly established opposition party Ennaat introduced a mix of ideologies in its bid to restore Ethiopia's former glory. In relation to political and economic ideologies, the party believes there is no single political and economic philosophy that fits Ethiopia. Deputy President of Ennaat, Dr. Saife Selassie Ayalew, in an exclusive interview with the reporter, stated that Ennaat party proposes a philosophy comprised of conservatism, social democracy and liberalism. The party intends to be conservative on culture, identity, religion, values and history, while it adopts social democratic principles on issue of social justice and fair distribution of wealth. On matters of individual rights and economic freedom, Ennaat adheres to liberalism. The deputy president said his party intends to restore Ethiopia's glory by working on past knowledge, identity, culture and traditions, while reforming the system of government to one that fits Ethiopians, as Sisai Sahalu reports. 4 new banks owned by almost 200,000 shareholders are in their final stages of receiving a license from the National Bank of Ethiopia (NBE). The banks have already held their first General Assembly and met other requirements set by the central bank. Amhara, Go, Ahadu and Tsahai are the banks that are waiting for a license and a green light from the NBE to start operation. Fraser Ayalew, Director of Bank Supervision at the NBE, said they will be granted a license very soon since they have fulfilled the capital requirement and other prerequisites. Amhara Bank was the latest to hold its General Assembly among the new financial institutions awaiting a license. Having a paid-up capital of almost 6 billion birr, the bank has more than 185,000 shareholders. Tsahai Bank, which has managed to collect 734 million birr from 373 shareholders, also held its General Assembly on February 18, 2021. This came a month after the founding shareholders meeting of Ahadu Bank, which managed to collect 760 million birr in paid-up capital from 10,500 shareholders was held. According to our reporter Samson Brahani, Go Bank's General Assembly was held in October 2020 after the mortgage bank collected 530 million birr in paid-up capital, which is 30 million birr higher than NBE's minimum requirement. Medical school graduates hailing from Amhara region blame the regional government for its failure to assign them to various health facilities that have staffing shortages. They say the region's health bureau did not assign them because of limitations in budgetary supplies. In the past, graduates from medical schools in the country were assigned to different posts across Ethiopia by the Ministry of Health. However, the ministry abandoned this practice and gave the mandate of assigning medical school graduates to regional governments. But these students from Amhara region say the region has failed them. Dr. Abarat Arafa, one of the complaining graduates, told the reporter, these graduates in Amhara region have done what's required from their side. They graduated the previous year after successfully passing the medical school exit exam. They returned to the Amhara regional state and reported to the region's health bureau to be assigned to health facilities. Nevertheless, the bureau rejected their requests and told them that there are no vacancies for graduates of the previous year. According to demonstrating medical doctors that took to the streets last week in Bahar Dar city, Although other regions enacted laws that mandate their respective health bureaus to assign unemployed medical school graduates in vacant positions, the Amhara region failed to do the same for lack of budget. The demonstrators say that the number of graduates who marched in demand of employment is about 400. But busy with election preparations, the bureau officials did not entertain their request, as Elias Tagain reports. That was all for today. For more information, please visit our website, thereporterethiopian.com. Thank you for watching.